Well, things will be different on the diamond when Major League Baseball makes its return next month. I'm Austin Chick in for Matt McLean. Now, if all goes as planned, soon we'll hear the crack of the bat and the cry of play ball, and baseball's boys of summer will be back. Here's Dean Reynolds reporting.
He swings the first pitch.
Get ready for a whole new ball game. No high fives or hugs, no spitting, seeds, or anything else. No brawling, and of course, no fans. Baseball, amid the pandemic, will have 60 rather irregular season games featuring changes bordering on heresy to purists. Designated hitters in both leagues, extra innings to start with a runner on second base, relief pitchers forced to face at least 3 batters. How do you think these changes in Major League Baseball are going to go down with the fans?
That's more of the $64 million question.
Alan Sanderson is a sports economist at the University of Chicago.
I think it'll be a little bit of, sort of throwing it up against the wall and see what sticks.
As a sign of the times, pitchers can still be sent to the showers, but they're discouraged from actually showering. All players will be tested every other day, and positives will be consigned to a special COVID list until they test negative twice. The high-priced athletes will make just 37% of their salaries, and 10 teams will make the playoffs if enough of their rosters stay healthy.
Now, 1 week from today, both of Chicago's Major League Baseball teams are scheduled to host their first workouts. Members of the Cubs and the White Sox see the MLB's return as a big opportunity to grow the game and give fans some much-needed distractions.
I think we need to do everything in our power on both sides of this thing to grow the game. I think that it's essential for us in the coming years to keep bringing young fans in.
We really view this as an opportunity to provide a nice, not only growth and opportunity for White Sox fans, but a benefit for those of us who have been missing baseball.
MLB players are expected to be in their base cities by Wednesday. And third round action of the PGA's Travelers Championship in Connecticut, and it's a close one. Dustin Johnson here on the 12th hole sinking the putt to move to 13 under. But leader Brendan Todd staying one step ahead here on the 14th. Second shot from the fairway going right of the pin. He would tap that in for a birdie to move to 16 under. Kevin Streelman wants a piece of that top 3 action also, drilling this birdie putt to move to 13 under. Currently, Todd leads the field at 18 under, Johnson in second at 16 under, and Streelman right behind them at 15 under. And the NBA released the schedule for the rest of its season today. There will be 88 games among 22 teams. They will play all three stadiums in the ESPN Wide World of Sports complex in Orlando, Florida. The restart of the season starts on July 30th and goes through August 14th. At least 52 of those games will be broadcast on TV. And Indiana Pacers and University of Illinois basketball PA announcer Tim Sinclair will work inside the NBA bubble when the league returns next month in Orlando. Sinclair says he's not sure what a public address announcer does with no public, but it's all part of a once-in-a-lifetime experience for the Illinois men's basketball arena voice as he heads to Orlando for the return of the NBA next month.
It's always an honor to be asked by the NBA because they don't have to choose you, so that part is cool. And being that this has never happened before, I'm really looking forward to being a part of, I hate to use the word unprecedented, but an unprecedented event that the NBA is putting on. However, I don't know what I'm doing exactly. There is no public to technically address, so it'll just be interesting to see how announcing to an empty arena really looks and feels.
Sinclair was picked by the league to be a PA voice for the fanless event starting July 30th at Disney. He leaves July 11th and starts his mandatory 1-week quarantine July 12th. And we'll be right back with a look at the final forecast after the break.